Welcome to the BBC Podcast. Tapping in with Tunchi again. Let's go ahead and get into it. Today's subject is going to be about why we making excuses and why we staying broke. Let's get it. All right, we back. So let's see here. Let's tap in. First thing is going to be excuses. Excuses, what I'm seeing is just everybody just making out that they can't do this, they can't do that. Like they don't have the same privileges and stuff that everybody has. It depends on where we live, where we came from. Somebody's family, like, helped them with something or they had a handout. Let me tell you something. Coming from, my mother was an immigrant. No speaking English, no nothing. Came over here not knowing how to read English. Doesn't even know, barely know how to read our own language. Came over here, made it with 4 kids, turned out with 3 business owners and a nurse practitioner. There's no reason and there's no excuses on why nothing can be done. There are people dying trying to cross borders and deserts, flying from other countries, coming from Africa, coming down to Mexico, trying to get into this country, trying to make it because they know that there's nothing but more success for everybody here. You got a better chance here in America. So if you're still sitting at home playing video games, you got 8 hours to kill and bullshit, that's your fault. You should be able to get out there and get the income, so you shouldn't be complaining. If you're actually just content with what you make, then don't complain. Don't worry about what the next person has. Don't talk shit about anybody else's stuff, and don't say that they have this because they got handout for this. If somebody's out there working hard, if you're not out there working just as hard, then you don't need to be out there complaining. There's no point. It doesn't get you anywhere. You're just a problem with society too. And if that's the case, then we don't need you here. Secondly, the excuses on the mental health thing and where, but man, there's so many people. I pull to the gas station, man, and just see that there's people there that have physical disabilities and they're still out there working, getting it as good as they can, as many hours as they can, not complaining about anything. So there's no reason why anybody should be making excuses for like anything, not being able to do things, bad body pains or whatever it is. Like if your health just isn't good, then you adjust to it and you just get it done. Like what's the point of just making excuses? It doesn't get it anywhere. Over and over, I see people all over like just making excuses, just
another one,
over and over and over, and like reaching,
another one,
and reaching and reaching. I don't understand it. I don't get it. People complaining for no reason. If you have hours to spare, then you should be able to get it. And if you don't, that's your fault. Everyone here has a chance. There's people that come here, like I said, don't even speak English and make it. We go into their stores. We shop at their stores. You're going there, buying the cosmetic stuff, buying their hair, buying stuff from their grocery stores, going to the car dealers and buying their cars. They're not even from here. So what's your excuse? No one should have excuses. Moving on to the next. It's people who are getting it. If you do have a decent job and you be like, man, I do make about, let's go off of California. You here, say you still live at home, you anywhere between the $15 and $20 range. I get it. It's real hard to make it, real expensive here. So what you would do, what I recommend would be take 10% of your income. If you're getting $800 a week, $700 a week, $70 at least needs to get put away. If you can't spare $70, you're out there fucking it off anyway, putting it on something, buying some type of small item that fits in the palm of your hand that you're going to exonerate within an hour. So if you can't put that $70 away, that's your fault. Once again, 10%. Do 10% for 5-6 months. It adds up. That's something that you can do to either invest in yourself or it could be applied to days when you're not having the right hours, or so that way you're not saying you're broke. You got extra money, so there's no reason to say you're broke if you're investing. If you're just spending, especially if you're spending more than you make, then that's actually a big problem. And what we need to stop doing is buying things to impress people on our level. If we make the same income and everyone else is driving a Toyota and I go out and get a Maserati, but I'm making the same money as you, does that make sense? I'm trying to impress you and we're on the same level. People, we need to stop doing that. It makes no sense whatsoever. Also, when it comes to investing, learn. We got the internet, everything's here today to be able to reach and research for. There's no reason why we can't reach out to somebody that we know, or especially nowadays, there's social media. You should be able to network and be able to reach out and get somebody. It could be anything from range from just knitting. It could be dog breeding. You could be just producing or doing any type of thing that has nothing to do with clocking in. There's too many side hustles nowadays. There's people out here making money doing dances off of Instagram. Why are you sitting home? Why do you have 8 hours available to you? It has to be something. Don't let your pride suck it up too much. There's a million things to do now. This is different from 1990. There's too many things to do. Every single time you turn around and look, somebody's making money off of doing something. I seen a tutorial, somebody's making money off of views and teaching people how to brush their teeth correctly. There's too many things to make money on. So let's get the ball rolling and stop making the excuses with all that, because nobody wants to hear it. No one cares. People only care when you come down and you become successful, and they want to hear the struggle. The struggle is how it went through. How did you earn and get through that problem? That's what they want to hear. They don't want to hear why you never made it. No one cares. All the people that never made it to the NBA, no one cares. No one went back and looked at your college history. They don't care. You didn't make it here. It's where it matters, at the top. So if you want to get to the top, you want to work hard and make sure that you get there. Stop quitting. Stop making excuses. Because there are people that aren't even born here that'll kill you to take your place in this country. And last but not least, can we please, if you don't make enough money for your lifestyle, let's find a way to make more money. If you're in a warehouse job, there's a way to climb up in there. Talk to somebody. Better research. There's another job that's competitor. Let's make an example. If you're at FedEx, UPS has to be hiring better. And it's the same trade, so that way you say, man, well, I've already been doing this for 15 years, forklift driver. Somewhere else pays more. And you need to look. Stop settling and being content. There's no excuse. You're the problem. Not them, not the guy that didn't want to give you a chance because you're black, not the other person that didn't want to give you a chance because your English is bad or you stutter. It's your problem. You can make it better. Stop making excuses. And that's where we're at with this. Dom DeMarco.